Yes guys, it's Jando. Today we're going to be looking at something slightly different to normal. Today we're looking at something called Vocoflex. Vocoflex is a real-time voice morphing plugin. It's currently in intensive development and testing phases and beta, etc., which is what I'm using at the moment, but it's a highly innovative project under experiment. Vocoflex allows you to transform any singing voice into a new user and customize voices. You can define the target voice by either importing a voice sample as brief as only 10 seconds or using a feature that randomly generates voices based on specific gender or tone. So what we're going to do is I'm going to open up Vocoflex here and I'm going to show you how it works and show you how sick this plugin really is. So first of all, to use Vocoflex, we're going to need to find vocal samples, or you could even use it on basses, etc., and get really experimental with it. But for this example, we're going to use it on vocal samples. So what I'm going to do in Ableton, I'm going to pull up the sampler. I'm going to put a vocal sample into my sampler, and then we're going to choose other vocal samples to morph the original vocal sample into something new. So we're going to go ahead and use this vocal sample here. So we've got our vocal sample here in our sampler, and this is what it sounds like.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go.
And then we're going to go ahead and put on Vocoflex. So we're going to put this on after our sampler. So it's a super minimalistic interface. It's really easy to use, really easy to navigate, and nothing too tricky about it at all. But yeah, so what we're going to do now is we have our original vocal here.
Just turn the lights out, baby.
Now we're going to go ahead and chuck in some other vocal samples to morph this one into. So you're going to see exactly what I mean in a minute. So we have this vocal sample here.
Is it really love? Is it really love?
Drag that across and just drop it onto our Vocoflex like this, and it's going to analyze the audio, which takes literally a couple of seconds. And now we can change. This is now going to have changed our vocal sample.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go.
So what it's basically doing is it's taking the voice from this vocal sample and putting the lyrics of the original vocal sample with that voice. So it's morphing that voice. So with the original vocal sample here,
just turn the lights out, baby.
We now combine it with this
Is
vocal
it really
sample.
love? Is it really love?
And then we get this.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go.
So it's taking the voice of our new sample and using that on the original a cappella we've put into our sampler. So we can also put new samples in, analyze the audio, which again only takes a few seconds, and now we can combine the audio from the first sample we put in and now this sample. So we can use this sample here on its own.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go. In the lights out, baby.
And then we can also combine them here by just dragging this across and combining it here.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go. In the lights out, baby. We lose control.
Or we can just completely solo this new vocal sample here.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go.
Which is super sick, so it's completely morphing the voices. So you want to put a new voice on a new vocal sample. This is the way to do it with Vocoflex.
Mumbata la tumba, mumbata la tumba, mumbata.
So it is actually adaptive to different languages as well, so that's not going to be a problem at all if we want to use vocal samples that have a different language in it.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go. In the lights out, baby. We lose control.
And then we can combine all three of these together now.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go.
Then we can also put in a new vocal sample.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go. In the lights out, baby. We lose control.
Now we're combining all of these vocal samples together to morph the one vocal sample and completely change the voice of it. There's a few other things we can do here. Obviously we can mess around with the semitones of it.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go. In the lights out, baby. We lose control. Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go.
Then we can also mess around with this feature here, so we can choose the tone of the vocals, whether we want it to be more masculine, more feminine. We can randomize it.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go. In the lights out, baby. We lose control. Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go. We don't need my soul anymore.
Now we've applied that, we can always go back and edit it if we want to, or just delete it and restart again. Yeah. Let's put the vocal back here so that we're morphing all of these vocals together. And go back here and we can just re-edit it.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go. In the lights out, baby. We lose control.
which is super sick. So we go from having our original vocal sample, which sounds like this,
Just turn the lights out, baby.
and then using Vocoflex to morph the vocal sample into this.
Just turn the lights out, baby. Let it go.
Yeah, there's loads of possibilities with this plugin. It's literally endless. I could go on forever showing you all the different features of this, but I won't bore you with it. This is probably the next best thing for your production if you're trying to get vocal samples to sound more original. I know a lot of people are only bound to things like Splice, etc. But you can take vocal samples from Splice, like all of these vocal samples here are from Splice, and we can come up with something kind of more original, despite using the same vocals and obviously the same lyrics. We can create something a little bit more original. Yeah, if you want to check out this plugin, all you've got to do is head over to Dreamtonics and go over to Vocoflex, and then you can apply to be a beta tester through the website. So if you just scroll down to here, it says sign up for beta. You can learn more about the how the plugin works, etc. Obviously, it's all in beta testing at the moment, so it's going to be adapted even more by the time it's for full release. But if you want to give it a beta test, head over to Vocoflex. Well, head over to Dreamtonics, click on Vocoflex, and come down and sign up for the beta. Nice one.
Pussy clot! Pussy clot!